Hey, Clark, just curious about the morale of the team. You guys got, it was a real physical, tough game against Baylor. How are you guys managing to keep your chins up?
For sure. Just kind of what Ben was talking about. It's not much of, we were disappointed, of course, but we're more just disappointed in ourselves because we know we can play better, and we didn't play up to the ability that we know we can. And so, kind of the morale is, let's get back to work. Let's get back to the basics. Let's be physical like we know we can be, and improve on the small and simple things. And as we do that, then we'll be prepared for this weekend.
And obviously, want to ask you about what's it been like having your brother on the team? Maybe have there been any interesting anecdotes or funny stories about having your little bro on the team?
It's a good time. It's something that doesn't come around very often, and at this level. And so, I'm just loving every minute of it, and just trying to embrace all the times we get to play out there on the field together. So.
And your thoughts on going back to kind of your old stomping grounds? Spokane's what, about an hour and a half outside of Pullman?
Yeah, it's not too far away, so it will be a good time. I have lots of family and friends, coming to the game and then supporting, and so, it'll just be a good time to go play out there again.
About how many ballpark would you say family and friends will be there?
Oh gosh, I have no idea. I'll just throw maybe 50 out there. Let's say 50 people around there. So.
Thanks.
Yep, no problem.
Begging for tickets from folks at that.
Yeah, for real.
I wanted to ask you, in terms of the run game issues on Saturday, is there something you guys have seen on film or you think you saw on film that led to those issues?
You got to give, props to that Baylor D-line. They were good and physical, and they brought it that day. And, it's we got to do a better job at all being on the same page and as an O-line unit and being one, all five of us being one, you know what I mean? And I think that'll be a big focus this week, doing the small and simple things right, like I said before, and being physical and running off the ball fast and doing what we know how to do. And so that'll be a big focus for us this week.
And then just in terms of the injuries along the offensive line, I've talked with you in the past, I've talked with other offensive linemen that say when you have your five guys, you guys get into kind of a in sync, I guess is the term to use, with those guys. And when it gets disrupted with new guys having to step in, how difficult is it to reestablish that working together mentality?
I think it's, no matter who's in there, it's going to be a little bit different, but we've been working together a lot and in the off season and in previous years past, and so we kind of know what we do. You know what I mean? And so it's not that big of a difference. We know that somebody goes down, the next man up. You got to step in and perform. To the standard set, and so that we expect greatness from each other, and that's what needs to happen this Saturday. So.
Oh, sorry. We'll have questions now from Mitch Harper and then follow up from Jay.
Yeah, Clark, how nice is it to have a quarterback like Jaron who can pop off a big touchdown run like he did early in that third quarter? Just maybe what's it like protecting him and the talent that he has?
For sure. It's something to be grateful for. That's for sure. All of the guys we've had back there this season, and all the guys that will continue to be back there for us, they all have great talent and great capabilities, and so it's just fun. It makes it a little more fun to block for them back there, and knowing that they can go make those big plays. So
it's interesting, in BYU's history, they've never played at Martin Stadium on the Palouse. First time this weekend. What's a game day like at the Palouse? Did you ever go to Washington State games growing up?
To be honest, I've never been out there for a game, so this will be the first one. We'll see how it goes.
Do you have any connections to any players up in that Washington State program at all, from that being part of that, or growing up in that part of the country?
I do not. No, I don't.
Hey, Hey, Clark, I got another question about Campbell.
Yep.
Just him being thrown into the fire, replacing Harris when Harris went down. How difficult is that? Just explain to maybe people that what he was actually up against the last couple of weeks.
For sure. There's always a learning curve, right? Going from one league to the next, and coming from high school and going on a mission and coming and playing, big time ball, and so there's a learning curve for everybody, and I feel like he's done a great job handling it and performing well, and playing physical and fast, and that's what we know we'll get out of him. He'll go on there and he'll give his all and do everything that he can do to help us win. And so just for everybody, as injuries come, new guys step up, and there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve there, and over time, they're going to be able to pick it up, so it'll be good.
And then I know both your parents played for Arizona, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Wildcat. How did your family end up in Spokane, of all places?
They were my parents were raised in a small town called Cheney, right there in Washington, and not too far from Spokane. And then just my dad's work and jobs, led us to stay in Spokane for my entire childhood. So that's just where we were born and raised. So.
Hey, Clark, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate you spending some time this afternoon.
No problem. Thank you.